So you are done with your play state, which is amazing. So we're gonna make our title state. So first things first, enter your dispose method, because we're not disposing anything right now, but we will be in the future. So that's why we have it, so that you can just copy and paste. And go into your game state manager and change this to title. Now if you run the game, you should get a blank screen. It's a black screen. Nothing special. Anyway, so our title screen will say Santa Susana High School Game Dev Club presents Pong, and then it's going to say press enter to begin. So we're going to have 4 strings, because each of those things are going to have its own line. So it's going to have, first of all, my camera. Cam should always be the first thing you put. Private string S for Santa Susana, G for Game Dev, P for presents, or P for Pong, and E for press enter. We want to import the camera. I'm just going to go ahead and also import the ball. Import com.sshsgd.pong.entities.ball. Alright, so we're going to have in here, now we're going to have a private float, and then the x, y, width, and height for all of them. So s, x, s, y, s, width, s, height, private float, s, or g, x, g, y, g, width, and g, height. And then we're going to have a private float, px, py. The y positions will actually be based off of the height, off of the y positions from of the ones above it. So the last one, E, would not need a height, because we won't be using it. So GW, G height, and private float, EX, EY, EW, and E height. I messed up. This needs to be P. So in our init method, we're going to start off by initializing our camera. So cam equals new my camera, game.size, cam.translate, game.center, and cam.update. Alright, so now we're going to have s equals Santa Susana High School. Whoa. And then we're going to have G equals Game Dev Club presents. P equals quote Pong, and E equals press enter to begin. Alright, and B, and we're gonna make our ball. So then we're gonna have a ball, so private ball B, and it's gonna bounce on all sides, so it's gonna be keep going faster and faster. So to regulate that, I'm gonna have a timer. So float time and timer. So every 30 seconds the ball is going to reset. So B equals new ball 25 25, and then ball dot bounce all sides. Timer equals 30. Whoa, what's going on? Vector 2. Oh, oops. Game.center. Sorry. So then, I'm just gonna go ahead and make our draw method. So sr.begin, we're gonna draw the ball first, so shape type dot filled, sr dot set projection matrix cam dot combined, b dot draw, and then sr dot end. And then here we're gonna have sb dot begin, sb dot set projection matrix, and we're gonna have cam dot combined. All right, and then we're gonna do game dot res dot get font main. No, oops, we're actually gonna use title now, which is bigger. Dot draw SB, this one's gonna be S, SX, and SY, and we're gonna do this 4 times, so 2, 3, 4. This one's gonna be G, 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 Pong, and press enter to begin. And then SB dot end. Of course, those X and Y positions don't really exist yet. So yeah, we're gonna do handle input if my input dot is pressed, my input dot enter, gsm dot set state, gsm dot play. So, and if my input dot is pressed, since this is going to be full screen, we need something in the game to exit the screen. So dot escape gdx dot app dot exit, or yeah, gdx.app.exit closes the window and calls the dispose method as well. So we want to resize the camera. Dot resize, that's all we need to worry about. Size true. Alright, so you should have this so far. I know I kind of go fast, but this is a video, so you can pause it. So s width is equal to game dot res dot get font title dot get bounds so dot get bounds is going to be s no dot width, and I'm going to copy this, and height sh minus game dot res dot get font title dot get descent. So we're gonna copy this, we're gonna give some space, we're gonna replace this with G, and then G, and then P, and then since E doesn't have a height, we're just going to delete that and give it E. Alright, so we have our width and our heights. Our centers will be the same for pretty much all of them. Our X, so I actually probably should have done that as well. SX equals game dot size or dot center dot X, so I don't need parentheses. Game dot center dot X minus parentheses SW times 0.5F. And do G here. do P here, and then do E here. Alright, so now they are centered. They are the center of the screen. So now sy equals, here we're going to do game.center or .size .y times 0.75f plus, so it's going to be 3/4 up the screen, 75f. So as I said, all the sizes, all the y positions are going to be relative to the y positions of the last ones. So gy is going to be equal to sy minus s height times 3. So the reason I have it times 3, because say I have this, actually there's going to be a blank space, so it's the y position is the top right, and it's going to be times 1 minus times 1, it goes to the bottom here, times 2, it goes to the bottom here. So it's actually going to be 2 spaces and times 3. So yeah, so we're going to do that for the rest of them. So py is equal to gy minus, in parentheses, gh times 3, and ey is equal to py minus py times 3. No, times 3. Here we go. And that's all we need for the title screen. No, we don't. We need the ball. We need the ball to update. So we want to do b.update. Now we want time plus equals dt, the delta time that we're giving it, and if time is greater than timer, which is 30, we're going to do time is equal to 0, and b.reset. So our title state is done. What's still not used? Oh, I shouldn't have done this. And I use p height. Oh, p height. Here we go. I almost screwed that up. P height. Okay. So let's run it. So in the default, it's too small. So there we go. It resized. So as you can see, it's going to get faster and faster. And after 30 seconds, it's going to reset. So let's wait for it. Whoa, the X wasn't, I had resized it wrong, even on the actual thing, on the GitHub. I didn't do b dot set spawn to game.center. Oops. Anyway, it's probably because it's defaulting the size to full screen, so there really is no need for resizing after that. So yeah, now we're gonna do those finishing touches I was talking about, which are in the desktop project. We're gonna go into our desktop launcher. So this is where our beloved public static void main string arguments is. So we're gonna have a lot of long lines of code because I don't feel like importing a class. So I'm just gonna go to config, which is our configuration, goes in here. Dot width. So this is setting the width of the game screen. It's equal to integer. We're gonna set this to an integer. Java dot awt dot toolkit. So this is a class. Dot get default toolkit. Dot get screen size. Dot get width. Alright, and then config dot height is the same thing. Equals integer java dot awt dot toolkit dot get default toolkit dot get screen screen size dot get height. Alright, we're just gonna run that first and see how it changed. You won't be able to see it, all of it anymore, because it's now the size of my computer screen. And then we're gonna set the full screen to true. Dot full screen equals true. So the reason I do this is because sometimes if you want to have it be full screen at a certain resolution, it won't work because the screen doesn't support that resolution in full screen. So you want it to just be the highest resolution that that screen can offer, which is the actual native resolution. So go ahead and click run, and it should be full screen. It's going to say device init failed, maybe. Whoa. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what just happened, to be honest. I am so sorry. There we go. I don't know why I just did that. It just flipped out for some reason. Anyway, so it's in full screen now. Press enter to begin. As you can see, it's getting cut off at the bottom and the top. I'm sorry. But it's working. It's working nice and fine. It should be working for you as well. So you can go ahead and pause the video and just play Pong for a little bit, because that's what I'm going to do. Playing Pong. As you can see, it's working. It's a game. It functions like a game, which is really nice. And we're done. This is the last programming tutorial of that you actually need before we start making our game. Now the club is no longer about learning game development. The club is now about just game development. Now we're going to make a game as a company. So our next meeting, once we're done with Pong, we have to export. I'm sorry. So export it into a jar file. Right click your desktop project and click export. You're gonna click Java runnable jar file. Alright, launch configuration, desktop launcher, export destination. Just go into your where you saved your RPS. Remember, that's a lovely dubstep-y thingy. My Pong, that's the original. That's the code that I wrote earlier. So Pong, and we're just gonna do Pong.jar. Actually, I'm just gonna put this in Game Dev Club. Pong.jar. Save. And it's going to export our code into a lovely jar file. You guys have probably heard of jar files. A lot of you people who like to play Minecraft during my club, everything in Minecraft plays using a jar file. Oh, actually do Pong.jar so you don't confuse the computer. There we go, Pong.jar. I'm not doing it in the Pong folder. So finish. Hold on. Extract. Make sure you select this extract required libraries into jar so that libgdx goes into the jar so that you can have it go anywhere. Just click OK. And yeah, it's compiling our code. So now even if someone opens up the jar file, they'll just see these class files, which is just gibberish. So you go into here, Game Dev Club, you see this lovely Pong.jar. You run it and it opens up. Hopefully. There we go. Being slow, my computer sucks. It's kind of crazy how Pong can be laggy, but anything can be laggy when you're recording with a bad computer. So yeah, as you can see, there is an icon. You can change that. I will show you guys how to do that, like just as a hey guys, while we're working on our next game. I will have my artists design icons for the next game, because our next meeting will be a nice little forum where we will pitch ideas for our game that we'll make, and we will it will go here, under here, and there's gonna be a download the game here link for Pong. I will make that once we're done making it in Club, so that you guys don't mess around with it. And then I'm gonna make another thing. It's gonna be whatever our next game is. So yeah, last tutorial ever. Well, not last tutorial ever. I guess I'll make a tutorial here and there for libgdx for some complicated stuff that we're going to get into. But this is the last tutorial that you really need to watch. You don't really need to watch the rest from here on out, or if you don't show up to Club, it'll be fine. So yeah, congratulations, you're all officially game developers now. You just made Pong in a couple hours. It took the guys at Atari probably weeks to make Pong, so congratulations. I'm gonna go. If you have any questions, Skype me, text me, email me, or you probably don't have my number, so don't text me. Skype me, email me, find me around campus, and I will answer your questions. I know there's probably a lot of stuff that you don't understand about this that I didn't make clear enough. I am more than willing to sit down with you and explain every single line of code, even though you might not want that. That's how far that's not even as far as I'm willing to go for you guys and your learning, so that we can make cool games for the rest of the year. And next year, I'm not even going to have a portion of teaching. I'm just going to have the newcomers watch these videos. So I'm just going to be like, go to the tutorials page and go on here and look at our crappy thumbnails that I made in 5 minutes. And yeah, anyway, this thing, I've only put up to the first one at this point in time. I just dated this video. Not good. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Bye.